Hi guys, we have a quick market update today. So today is the Friday the 12th, the last day in the market. So we continue our forecast. So we start with the dollar index. So we expect the dollar index to come down just like we said before. So from here, maybe today you will have a crash. We'll see what happened Friday, usually high volatility. So you want to be only in the sell side for the dollar, okay? Even if it does go up, it will not be much, okay? It will be just something small like that, then eventually it will come down. So we want to be in the sell side for the dollar only. So we carry on for the euro. So remember yesterday I told you that be careful with the bank. So if you were pay attention to this, what happened is we got this candle from the bank effect. Okay, so if you were in, you would have made some profit and got out. However, the euro did rally after that. The bank statement was not really like any much weakness or anything, just neutral kind of. So the euro did rally a little bit. I expect the euro to come back down. Okay, so the euro will be a sell. So from this area or going up from this area, either way I expect the euro to come down. Also the MACD here, we're just we start to sell in this area or wait a little bit to sell, but now it's too late to buy. The only thing you can buy is the euro dollar. Okay, the next one is the pound. So pound is only a buy. So there's inflation report next week, and there's a lot of data coming from the UK, and we expect the pound to be like positive. Okay, so you want to be in the buy side, and the best buy will be the buy of pound dollar and pound franc. Those will be the best two choices, because the dollar index going down and the franc index going down. So this is weakness already from the dollar and the franc side. Okay, then if the pound is neutral, then this is gonna go up, pound dollar, pound franc. If the pound is bullish, then the pound dollar and pound franc is gonna be very bullish. That's why I would prefer to buy pound dollar, pound franc, not the other ones. Okay, so the pound is up. Franc, remember I told you sell from here, like this area. I was telling you from right here. Franc only a sell. It did come down all the way. What we expect? We expect to continue to crash. Here it did some correction, came down, maybe a little bit of correction, but coming back down. So franc is only a sell. There is no buy at all. I told you about the JPY bears like wait to sell. It did come down from this area here. Told you sell here. It did come down. It did rally up again a little bit. So from this area we expect a crash from here or from a little bit higher. But either way, we'll only sell JPY pairs. Okay, especially the ones are coming down, like CAD. So for the CAD index, there is inflation report coming, and there is OPEC meeting next week, and the OPEC meeting will affect the CAD a lot. Okay, so it depends on the oil, where the oil is gonna go. The CAD index is gonna get affected. So if the OPEC don't agree in a production cut or anything like that, and the oil crash down, then the CAD is gonna go with it. So we're gonna have like this. Really, in that time, I would prefer, because we have this trend line and the CAD did come down here, did go up. So in this area, I really prefer to sell CAD, not to buy it. Okay, but USD CAD I would prefer to sell, because I'm more confident about the dollar crash than the CAD. So USD CAD will be a sell for me, not a buy. Okay, next one will be Australian. So there is inflation report next week from New Zealand, but there is employment reports from Australia, and also there is a bank statement. So what I would really like to see next week, I would like to see the bank statement to bring it down like this. Okay, so the RBA will bring it down, then the employment reports will take it back up, and this will be the best buy in this area here. Okay, so we really want to be in the buy side for the Australian. You can take some sells against some, like maybe you'll sell like against some strong currencies, but against the dollar, against franc, we want always to be buying it from a lower price. So that would be the best option we hope to happen next week. Okay, so we continue to the next one, will be the New Zealand. So New Zealand is a little bit so we were forecasting New Zealand to come up from here. It did come back down, but I'm still bullish in the New Zealand. And also next week there is inflation report from New Zealand. So if the inflation report is good, then there is no fears the bank, you know, so like Reserve Bank of New Zealand is gonna do a rate hike, then the New Zealand is gonna start going up. If it's negative, then the investors have fears that the bank may do a rate hike, just like they kind of gave a hint last time, then the New Zealand is gonna go down. Okay, but in this area I would really prefer to buy New Zealand dollar, New Zealand franc. I would be in the buy side, not in the sell. Even if it does go down, I don't think it's gonna crash so bad. Okay, so New Zealand I would prefer to buy. However, there is no confirmed buy signal yet. This is a continuation of a sell for New Zealand, but I think this is a fake. This is a fake signal. I believe this is a fake, not a real signal. Okay, here the MACD is giving me a buy. I'm getting really close here, so this little dip here I would consider a fake. Okay, next week news is gonna confirm if we go up or down. So I would be in the upside, not in the down. I would be on the buy, not in the sell, and we'll see what happens. USDJPY, if remember last week I told you to sell the 1175 here. That was really good. It did come down here. It did bounce back from this trend line and the 50 moving average. It did go back up to the same location. So usually USDJPY they have like bits on it. So the maximum it will reach, I think, will be 112. So really 1175 right now is a really good price to sell. Here maybe it still need to go back a little bit up a little bit more, but really I would sell this price even if it does go a little bit more. So 1175, that's a really good price to sell now, especially we expect the dollar to come down. So this is good sell. So Great British Pound JPY, we would like to sell the 147. So we would like to see something like this a little bit, right? Then come down. So watch out. Pound dollar, pound franc we would like to buy. Pound yen we would like to sell. Euro. So if remember yesterday I told you first signal from the weekly forecast, I told you buy the euro, right? If you remember the first signal, I was saying just buy from this area. This is a good buy. If you go back to the weekly forecast, right? I told you buy. Then the update, I told you be careful. It may crash. This one, okay? I told you don't sell here. Euro dollar. I told you wait to buy. So I told you wait to buy. So here we continue a buy. So only euro dollar I would recommend to buy. Why? Because I expect the dollar to crash. So if USD crashing, this will send the euro dollar up, okay? Because euro dollar is really affected by the dollar index. So when the dollar index is crashing, because it has a weight of 60% in it, then the euro dollar would go up. So really this, I can see it reaching 1.14 easily, okay? So I can see this is going up here like that, 1.14 easily. We'll see what happened. Maybe it happened today, I don't know, we'll see. So the next one is USD franc. Remember I told USD CHF, I told you sell 1005. It did reach very close to this price, 10045. So now what the game? We would sell this one. Okay, why we would sell right now in this area? Because I expect the dollar index to come down and the franc index to come down. So USD is down and CHF is down, but I expect the USD to come down heavier and faster. Okay, so that's why we would sell this one. So USD CHF is sell. Pound dollar is only a buy. So buy this area 1.13. Watch out, it looks like a downtrend here. So you really want to buy every time it comes down to 1.3. Okay, now it's 1.3065. So if you can wait a little bit, okay, so you can wait something like this, okay, then buy this. So you buy in this area, okay. USD CAD, this was the original forecast, okay. This one was not too bad at all, right? Here we had this one like that, then it did come down, pretty good, huh? Then we had this one here, again, from here I told you go like this, it did reach this area, then now it's time to come down. Okay, we have a really nice signal right here. So USD CAD will be for sale. This means the dollar is going down and the CAD is going up. So the CAD will rely a lot on the oil, either up is down. So because the OPEC has a huge influence in the CAD, so we're not really sure, but most likely the dollar is coming down, so this is coming down, not going up. Okay, and also the price here is a sell signal, so really is good to sell, and this is far away from the 50 moving average, and the price did cross. You have this red signal moving average and the price below the 21. This is really good sell. This is good, getting long. Australian, so what we would really like to see in Australian dollar is it does go down to 7080 next week with the bank statement. Okay, then we buy it from there. So next week there is the important bank statement for Australian dollar, so I would really love to see it coming down either to this trend line or to this support. Either way, this will be a perfect place to buy. We did sell from here in this area. We had a sell open in this area. We still have it open. We'll see what happens. We have USD Turkish Lira this week, so some people would like to know what's happening with it. So Euro Yen, this is a perfect sell here, 126. This has nothing else to say about it. This is just a good sell, just to sell it at this price. Sell is 200 bips down possibly. Euro New Zealand, so we expect also Euro New Zealand to come down. Okay, so there was a sell signal here, but the euro did go up. Okay, what happened here? There was a really nice signal, this red arrow, right? But the euro did go up. New Zealand was neutral, so that did go up really strong. Okay, and there is like, yeah, so now we expect the euro to slow down being neutral, and it depends on New Zealand. If the New Zealand gets really strong next week, then this is gonna crash big time. But if the New Zealand inflation report is really bad, then this will continue up. Okay, so you don't want to be really heavy, you want to be kind of taking it easy with this one, but you want to be in the sell side, you don't want to be in the buy side. So New Zealand, also the same thing, like New Zealand dollar will be a buy for me, not a sell. SPX stock, so we expect this to go up, break the top from last year, make a historic high, then crash. USD crude, it depends on the OPEC, so we want to continue avoid. This is sell signal, but it depends on the OPEC decision, cut or no cut like that. So we may get like, we go up to 70 if the OPEC does give a big statement, right? And the Gulf countries, they really want the price to go up. They're very strict about this, very strict about production cut. Saudi Arabia and the Gulf countries, they want the oil price to go up for their budget. So it's a little bit tough. If they agree with Russia about production cut and all good, then we're gonna see we're at 63 now, we're gonna go up to 70. Okay, gold, so the dollar is coming down today, then the gold is gonna go up. So we had this forecast was pretty good, right? Here, if you remember, we had this one here. We were here, I told you we're gonna go to 1316, then sell it from there. It did come down. What we expect, maybe a little bit more down, or just no more down like that, which that's red, whatever. Then another one up. So the dollar index crashing today. If it does, then we'll send the gold up, maybe 13, 17, 16, this range. Okay, and this will be a perfect place to sell again. Okay. New Zealand Canadian, so this also depends on New Zealand and the oil, so this is a little bit tough, okay, because New Zealand inflation report we're not really sure about, and the oil also is not really sure about. We would like to take a buy signal from here, like we would like to be in the buy side in this one. USD Turkish Lira, I think this is gonna bounce back from 5.7 5.8 area, so this will be a sell in this area here. This is a sell. Down to first choice will be here, 5.4. Second one will be the 5.3. Okay, thanks guys. This is 15 minutes. Some people ask it to be a little bit longer. Okay, thank you and have a great day.